Good morning, dear students. Dear students, in previous class, we already learnt about the movement of the earth, its forces. In today's class, students, we are going to learn about the continuous part of the chapter about changing earth. So let us study about the major landforms. So, in the major landforms, we see the two processes here. The first process is the weathering and another is the erosion. Here we will see the two processes. One is weathering and the second one is erosion. So, what is the mean by weathering here, students? So weathering is the process of landscape. Weathering is a breakup of the rocks on the earth's surface. Here we will see the breakup of rocks. Breakup of rocks on the earth's surface. And the erosion means here is the wearing away of the landscape. Wearing away of the landscape through the different agents. Agent like the wind, water and ice here, students. So dear students, the eroded materials transported or carried away through the water and the wind, and that eroded material deposited, and this deposition create different landforms on the earth surface. Here, students, two process. First one is a weathering and second one is a erosion. So erosion carried away the eroded materials here and deposited in a deposition and create a different landform on the earth surface. So let us talk about the work of the river. So in which we see the waterfall and the meander. So what is the waterfall? Waterfall is formed when the river tumbles at the stream or down a steep valley side, then it forms a waterfall. When the river enters the plain, it twists and turns, forming large bends. That bends are known as the meander here, students. That bends are known as the meanders. So here, students, the meander lobes come closer and closer due to continuous erosions and the deposition along the side of the meander. In course of the time, meander lobe cut off from the river and form a cut-off lake. A cut-off lake that is called as the Oxbow Lake. Oxbow Lake. Okay, students. At the same time, what happened here, student? At the same time, the river overflow its bank. This lead to flooding in nearby areas. Means in neighboring areas. When it floods, it deposit the time soil layer and segment along its bank which lead to the formation of flat, fertile flood plain. Fertile flood plain. And the bank which raised are called as the levees. Okay, students, called as the levees. When the river approaches the sea, the speed of the decreasing flowing water and number of stream, which is known as the river distributaries. River distributaries. River distributaries here, students, and each distributaries form its own mouth and collection of the sediment from all the mouths, and then it form a delta here. Okay, student, it form a delta. Okay, students, in today's class we have learned about the major land reforms, in which we will see the two process, and that is the weathering and the erosion. And next we see the river work of the river here, students, in which we see the waterfall and the meander. And in meander we will see the oxbow, like floodplains, levees, river distributaries, and the delta here, students. So that's all for today's class, students. Thank you.